we're being asked to work out 352, take away 138. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to line up our numbers. So we've got 352, and we're going to take away from that 138. So I've lined up in columns my ones with my ones, my tens with my tens, and my hundreds with my hundreds. And now we're ready to take away. So we start with the smallest column, which is the ones, and I've got 2 take away 8. Now 2 take away 8 will give me a negative answer, so I don't want to do that. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to steal one of the tens. So I've got 5 tens at the moment. If I take one off, that becomes 4, and I'm going to add that 10 to my ones column, which gives me 12. 12 in my ones column now. So I can do 12 take away 8, which is 4. In my tens, I've got 4 take away 3, which is 1. And in my hundreds, I've got 3 take away 1, which is 2. So my answer is 214. In the second example here, we've got 5,426, take away 928. So 5,426, and we're going to line up hundreds with hundreds, tens with tens, and ones with ones. 928's got nothing in the thousands, so I can either add a 0 or leave it blank. And now we're going to take away. So we start with the smallest column, which is the ones, and I've got 6 take away 8. Now I don't want to do that, so I'll steal one of the tens, and that's worth 10 in the ones. So 16 take away 8, I can do that, that's 8. In the tens, I've got 1 take away 2. Again, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to steal one of the hundreds, and that's going to be worth 10 in the tens. So 11 take away 2 now, which is 9. In the hundreds, I've got 3 take away 9. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to steal one of the thousands, and that's worth 10 in the hundreds. So 13 take away 9, that's 4. And the thousands, I've got 4 take away 0, which is 4. So my answer is 4,498. Okay, there's a question for you to try here. So pause the video, give it a go, and press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, first step, we're going to line up our numbers. So we've got 3,715, take away 683. So I've lined up my ones with my ones, my tens with my tens, my hundreds with my hundreds, and my thousands with my thousands. I've got nothing in the thousands column for one of the numbers, so I can add a 0 or leave it blank. So now we can take away. We start with the smallest column, which is the ones. We've got 5 take away 3, which is 2. Now the tens, I've got 1 take away 8. I don't want to do that, so I'll steal one of the hundreds, and that'll be worth 10 in the tens. So I've got 11 take away 8 now, which is 3. In the hundreds, 6 take away 6 is nothing. And in the thousands, 3 take away nothing is 3. So my answer is 3,032. Okay, so now we've got some decimals in the question, but we're going to follow the same method. So the first question, I've got 82.5, take away 23.61. So I'm going to line up these numbers, So 82.5. And I'm going to line up 23.61. So tens with tens, ones with ones, tenths with tenths, and hundredths with hundredths. So 82.5 has got nothing in the hundredths column. I'm going to add a 0. So now we're ready to take away. We start with the smallest column, which is the hundredths this time. And I've got 0 take away 1. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to steal 1 off the tenths, and that'll be worth 10 in the hundredths. 10 take away 1 is 9. Now the tenths, I've got 4 take away 6. Again, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to steal 1 of the ones, which will be worth 10 in the tenths. So 14 take away 6 is 8. The decimal point's going to stay where it is. Now the ones, 1 take away 3, I don't want to do. So I'll steal 1 of the tens, and that's worth 10 in the ones. 11 take away 3 is 8. And 7 take away 2 in the tens is worth 5. So my answer is 58.89. And a question for you to try. So pause the video, give it a go, and press play when you're ready for the answer. Okay, so 261.3. So 261.3, and I'm going to line up 29.6, so tens with tens, ones with ones, and tenths with tenths. I've got nothing in the hundreds for 29.6, so I can add a 0 or leave it blank. Okay, we're going to take away now. Start with the smallest column, which is the tenths. I've got 3 take away 6. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to steal 1 from the ones, and that's going to be worth 10 in the tenths. So 13 take away 6 is 7. The decimal point stays where it is. In the ones, I've got 0 take away 9. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to steal 1 from the tens, and that's worth 10 in the ones. So 10 take away 9 is 1. In the tens now, 5 take away 2 is 3. And in the hundreds, 2 take away nothing is 2. So my answer is 231.7. Okay, to finish up, we've got 6 questions for you to try. So pause the video, give them a go, and press play when you're ready to go through the answers. Okay, starting with question 1, we've got 485, take away 152. So I'm going to write 485 on top. And then I'm going to line up 152 with the hundreds lined up with the hundreds, tens lined up with tens, and ones lined up with ones. So we're going to take away, start with the smallest column, the ones, 5 take away 2, that's 3. The tens, 8 take away 5 is 3. And the hundreds, 4 take away 1 is 3. So the answer is 333. Question 2, 1872. So I'm going to put that on top, and I'm going to take away 463. And we start with the smallest column again, the ones, 2 take away 3, I don't want to do. So I'm going to steal 1 of the tens, and that's going to be worth 10 in the ones column. So 12 take away 3, that's 9. The tens is now 6 take away 6, which is 0. The hundreds, 8 take away 4 is 4. And the thousands, 1 take away nothing is 1. So I've got 1,409. Question 3. We've got 5,261. Take away 2,497. So starting with the smallest column, the ones, 1 take away 7, I don't want to do, so I'll steal one of the tens, and that's worth 10 in the ones. 11 take away 7 is 4. The tens, 5 take away 9, I don't want to do, so I'll steal one from the hundreds, and that's worth 10 in the tens. 15 take away 9 is 6. In the hundreds, 1 take away 4, I don't want to do, so I'll steal one of the thousands, and that's worth 10 hundreds. So 11 take away 4 is 7, and 4 take away 2 is 2. So I've got 2,764. Question 4. 189 take away 13.1. So I'm lining up tens with tens, ones with ones, and temps with temps. So 189 has got nothing in the temps, so I'm going to add a 0 there. So starting with the smallest column, which is our temps, got 0 take away 1. I don't want to do that, so I'll steal one of the ones, and that's worth 10 in the temps. So 10 take away 1 is 9. The decimal point stays where it is. 8 take away 3 is 5 in the ones. The tens, 8 take away 1 is 7. And the hundreds, 1 take away nothing is 1. So we've got 175.9. Question 5. We've got 64.37 take away 25.41. So start with the smallest column, the hundredths. 7 take away 1 is 6. The tenths, I don't want to do 3 take away 4, so I'll steal one of the ones, which would be 10 in the tenths. 13 take away 4 is 9. Decimal point stays where it is. The ones, I don't want to do 3 take away 5, so I'll steal one of the tens, which would be worth 10 in the ones. So 13 take away 5 is 8. And the tens, 5 take away 2 is 3. So I've got 38.96. Question 6. I've got 64.6. Take away 58.91. So 64.6 has got nothing in the hundredths. I'll add a 0. And we'll start with the smallest column, which is the hundredths. I don't want to do 0 take away 1. So I'm going to steal one of the tenths, which is worth 10 in the hundredths. 10 take away 1 is 9. Now the tenths, I've got 5 take away 9. Again, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to steal one of the ones, which is worth 10 in the tenths. 15 take away 9 is 6. Decimal point stays where it is. In the ones, I don't want to do 3 take away 8. So I'm going to steal one of the tens and add it, and that's worth 10 on the ones. And 13 take away 8 now is 5. And 5 take away 5 in the tens is worth nothing. So it's 0, or I can leave it blank. So my answer is 5.69.